Thank you. Some years ago I wrote a book called The New Noah, where I did a survey of the challenges that mankind face and concluded that they're actually a lot worse than most of our politicians and indeed our scientists will tell us. I'm actually very pessimistic. To make things worse, when I looked at our political processes, I also concluded that they weren't up to fix it. And indeed, for the last 6-7 years, we've seen our political class fumble the ball on climate change and just about every other sustainable issue. So what does one do? Well, you can do the right thing by yourself. And got the electric car, I cycle, I use public transport when I can, I don't travel too much. But it doesn't actually make any difference at all, because some other person will just go off and use that petrol instead of you. So what we've got to do is completely transform, and we can do that by demonstration. And we can demonstrate that in Cambridge. So when we talk about transportation in Cambridge, we don't talk about electric cars, we talk about electric velocycles. Very lightweight, single-person electric vehicles, which use 1/10 of the power of a traditional car. And that's what the Cambridge Electric Transport Corporation has just put a bid on the Indiegogo site to raise funds. As Mayor, what I would do is use just 20 million of that 700 million to buy 10,000 of these vehicles and distribute them or make them available in Cambridge. All of a sudden we have a transformational change on transport in Cambridge. All our roads become 4 lanes wide. So we can, it's such a massive change. Similarly, when it comes to housing, you can huff and puff, or you can go off and make sure that the new houses are to the best specification. And you don't do that by making things out of sticks and bricks, which is what virtually all of the houses that we have in Cambridge at the moment. You make them in a factory to a very high specification, which is very consistent. You ship them down. The great thing is, like the cars, the little cars being cheaper than regular cars, these houses are less expensive as well. And these are things that the Mayor can do. Another thing that the Mayor can do is actually make sure that our spatial planning is sustainable. You don't scatter housing around the county, you concentrate it. People like living in dense, service-rich communities. That's why houses in the centre of towns are way more expensive than the suburbs. The only reason people with families go out into the country is it's the first house they can afford. So what we can do is, as Mayor, is actually spatially plan and make sure that what we build are sustainable new towns, rather than scattering it randomly across the county.
Sorry, Peter, I will also cut you off.
Thank you.